And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. You.
I want to bring up something that, Andrew, you found this video on Twitter. You saw this, and you wrote succinct, eloquent, accurate. So this is video of NBA legend Amar'e Stoudemire. He's a multiple-time All-Star. He actually converted to Judaism later in life, moved to Israel. He was he was coaching one of the Israeli basketball teams. I'm not sure if he's living in Israel at the moment, but he had a nice little video on what's going on and relating it to BLM and everything we're talking about.
I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some cowards. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. You. Figure out what? It ain't never been cool to kidnap kids and put them in cages. Ain't never been cool to kill women and elderly. Never been, no matter where you from, what you represent, what tribe you for, don't matter.
Michael, is it such a sign of the times that I'm getting more astute political analysis and I'm getting more like basic truth, let's say, from Amar'e Stoudemire, who I used to watch play basketball, than say pretty much anyone on mainstream media and certainly on Hamas TV, which some people know as MSNBC?
And certainly from the New York Times, the editor of which was, or one of the editors of which was retweeting this defense of decolonization, meaning the kidnapping of kids and rape and murder of civilians. It is a sign of our times. It's a sign of many times, but it's a sign of our times because we're living in a time where our elite are extremely corrupt and ignorant and stupid. So during times such as that, ordinary people are going to make a lot more sense. And it's during times like that you see the proof of Bill Buckley's quote from 60, 70 years ago, which was he would rather be governed by the first 2,000 people in the Boston phone book than the faculty of Harvard College. I mean, just look, Harvard had 30 plus student organizations signing a letter basically defending Hamas. So if you want sense, Harvard would be the last place to look.
Andrew, do you think there's a silver lining here, like the horrors and the barbarity and the medieval style killings, which we're still just finding out about, like it's just off the charts, that they may, and the fact that they intentionally wanted people to see it, right? The Nazis hid their stuff. They documented it because they thought they were going to be the winners and they wanted a record, not because they wanted the world to see, but because of the severity of this and the fact that they've gone ahead and put this out on social media and even now are threatening to, kill some of the hostages and air that it has woken up some people in a way that maybe they wouldn't have been woken up otherwise. Just us talking about sanity kind of doesn't hit with everybody.
Yeah, that's right. I hesitate to call it a silver lining because while good does often come out of evil, the evil doesn't go away and none of those lives can be recovered and none of that tragedy will be erased by any good that comes out of it. But yes, I do think that people looked at these things and saw these things and suddenly thought, wait a minute, you can't intellectualize this away. That's why I retweeted that Stoudemire video because of its simplicity. I thought I turned to it really only takes the slightest spark of human decency flickering dimly inside you to look at the things that we have seen and think, oh, those are the bad guys. I get that. Those are the bad guys. And anything else is better than that because this is evil. So the fact that, as Michael points out, 30 plus organizations at Harvard did not have enough human decency left to spot that shows you that intellectualization can take you right through the truth into a very, very dark place.